Barefoot Cavalry, barefootcavalry.com. There's no love. Democrats are addicted to the money. Posted March 23, 2020 by Yojack454. The politicians of the swamp in Washington, D.C., in recent parliamentary procedures during this major crisis, have shown their greedy hand. When you look at the timeline of the Speaker of the House and the Minority Leader of the Senate, as these two legislative bodies prepare to place the American people further into debt, you will see the dance of locusts devouring the landscape of America. Every flu season, are we now to expect trillion-dollar bills coming out of the House, which are added to in the Senate by the Minority Leader? There are, at this moment, 40,550 confirmed cases of coronavirus and 473 deaths from the coronavirus in the United States. Each year, some 350,000 Americans get the flu, and out of that number, 10% die. That's 35,000 dead. We can attribute the spread of the coronavirus to the tyrannical Communist Chinese Party, headmasters of a filthy, polluted country, overseers of the People's Liberation Army of China, who are a far more crooked bunch than the Democrats in Washington, D.C. The California delegation is the poltergeist of the Democrat Party in Washington, D.C. We have the psychobabble princess, Speaker Nancy Pelosi, shadowing the Senate on Sunday, March 22nd, as it was taking a procedural vote. The United States government has not had a budget since 1999. The state of California was spent broke by Governor Gray Davis almost 20 years ago and has been operating in the same manner as the federal government, without a budget. Had not Barack Obama bailed out California, as is the case with other Democrat strongholds, with federal money year to year, it would have fallen of its own weight. The whole nation would have been collapsed by Hillary Clinton had she gotten elected. This is their strategy, straight out of Cloward and Piven. These politicians on the left wish to spend us into the ashes so they can rise up like a Maoist phoenix. The left loves the Chinese model of government-run business. True to form, when she is getting in the way of progress, Nancy had a brief description that was relayed to the leaders of the Democrat faction of the U.S. Senate. 5 words: "From my standpoint, we're apart," unquote. This was a mirror image of her trying to control the Senate impeachment process. She is the most dangerous control freak ever to be on the scene of American politics. Where does psychobabble Pelosi fit in? The House passed a $1.6 trillion emergency bill purportedly addressing the coronavirus at midnight on Saturday the 14th of March, and then she influenced the outcome of the Senate vote on the bill the 22nd of March. This woman, who has every appearance of being on psychotropic drug, saying, quote, "The House will forge on with its own bill addressing the coronavirus," unquote. On Saturday the 14th of March, Senator Schumer was pushing for fast action in the Senate. But here's how he stated it. Senate Majority Leader McConnell, quote, "must pass this coronavirus legislation as is and without any special interest, poison pill amendments," unquote. The measure passed the House 363 to 40. Leader McConnell allowed the senators to go home for a 3-day weekend preparing for the hard work in the Senate. Schumer took to Twitter calling that move, quote, "remarkably irresponsible and out of touch," unquote. McConnell, for his part, stated, quote, "Of course, senators will need to carefully review the version just passed by the House, but I believe the vast majority of senators in both parties will agree we should act swiftly," unquote. Within 2 days of the House bill passing, Senate Minority Leader Schumer was already at work piling another $750 billion on top of the $1.6 trillion House bill. Quote, "We will need big, bold, urgent federal action to deal with this crisis," Schumer said in a statement. Quote, "The kinds of targeted measures we are putting together will mainline," which is slang to mainline a narcotic drug, "money into the economy and directly in the hands of families that need it most. Importantly, this proposal will also ensure our medical professionals have all the resources, including physical space and equipment, they need to provide treatment and keep Americans safe, among other people-focused initiatives." Unquote. This is the Democrat scramble for the money. Never let a crisis go to waste. It's an old ploy they use over and over again. They would drag every middle-class American down to the level of the former middle class of California, homeless and living in the streets. The obvious reason they would do this? They can't keep their hand out of the cookie jar. They are truly psychopaths. Taking Speaker Pelosi's lead Sunday, March 22nd, Democrats unanimously blocked the bill that Majority Leader McConnell attempted to advance on that evening. It was obvious at this point that Chuck Schumer did not care about moving swiftly, as he previously stated 9 days earlier. His only care was about moving money. This is the problem with the swamp. The Democrats and rhino Republicans must be removed from office. Quite frankly, the fastest way to clean up the U.S. Senate is to repeal the 17th Amendment.